it's the act of creation. I feel like I'm like creating a creature. Good morning! I'm just making matcha right now, and I took the day off work today so that I could take myself on kind of a solo date. If you guys didn't know, I'm in a rotational program, so that means I'm in a rotational program, so I'm moving on to my next team in the following week, and so I thought this Friday would be the perfect time to kind of give myself a bit of a break. I also put down a deposit for a pair of leather boots from a thrift store that I frequently keep tabs on Instagram, and so I'm gonna go pick those boots up, and then I'm also hoping to go to a bunch of thrift bookstores because there's a bunch of smaller thrift bookstores near that area, and I'm hoping because it's a little out of the city that they'll have more treasures, and hopefully I can find the Stoner by John Williams in the NYRB cover that I love so much. And because I'm taking myself out to do everything I love, I thought who better to share it with than you guys. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and following me along on this little solo date. Well, I guess now it's a duo date because it's me and you, so it's no longer solo. See what I got from Lululemon? I got this 佢係送㗎。佢唔知而家開始有個咩 membership level 叫咩 Pinnacle Connective， 跟住邊個已經係嗰個 membership tier 就會送個 keychain 過嚟啦，幾靚咁樣。But I don't know what to do with it 。但都幾得意，跟住見到好多人啲 comments 話佢哋哇 and it，and it。Hi, I'm here to pick up something I placed an order for. My name is Nicole. I put down for the leather boots, yeah. I saw the mohair sweater at the front and I was wondering if I could try that on.
Sorry, which was it?
Like the one on the left, like with all the flowers.
Oh, yeah.
I look like I bought so much stuff. I just bought 2 items, but they're so bulky, so it's like, looks like I'm carrying a lot. All the Halloween decorations are so cute. Okay, I just got home with these 2 bags, so let's do a thrift haul debrief. So I ended up finding NYRB copy of The Stoner in Book City instead of any of the thrift stores I went to, because the thrift bookstores I went to today were a bit more specialized and they didn't have a lot of literature or fiction novels, more specifically contemporary fiction novels, and so I ended up caving and buying this for the retail price because I really do want to read this book and I wanted this copy so I could annotate it. I saw this sweater hanging outside. So when I go to Well-Worn Goods, which is the thrift store that I picked up my boots from, there's another thrift store, and so when I was walking past it, I saw this sweater hanging on one of their mannequins and I was completely in awe because look at the stitch work on this. I think this may have been like partially machine knit, but still all the intricate details, and this is, I think, like kind of embroidered on top because it's 3D. And there's also these little dots here that are clearly embroidered on top, and just all the little details in this sweater for the price they were selling it at was pretty crazy to me. Bandit, what are you doing? Oh, okay. 63% mohair and 37% acrylic, and it's made in Hong Kong. So I was like, okay, that's definitely another sign that I should get it. And I'm so in awe. This was like 50 Canadian dollars, and I thought that was pretty insane considering 1, how much wool they need to use, and 2, how much time it took to stitch or knit all of these detailings in the sweater. So I'm so excited to wear this. And then of course we have the main reason I headed out, which was to pick up these boots. So these are real leather boots and they're brown, and they were so heavy when I was carrying them. I think I'm gonna have to use leather cleaner to clean them and to condition them a bit, but I'm so excited to finally get to wear these knee-high boots. And then also, this was not part of the thrift shop trip, but a package came today from Carly J. I ordered from their annual sales. So they normally release pieces that they either have worn for photo shoots or that have slight defects on them for a very discounted price, and I normally only shop from them during this time because their pieces are quite expensive, but they're all made from more sustainable material. So first up, I got this kind of bubblegum pink dress that I thought was so cute. It goes like right above my knees. It's more of a summer piece, but I've been eyeing this since they came out with it, and I'm just so glad that I get to finally own this. The next piece I got is more of a skin tight dress that is zipped from the front, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think it's just something a bit more professional that I could wear into the office. And so yeah, that was pretty much the haul for today. I got a lot of stuff. Bubs, stop. Oh, let's not do that. I think these boots match this dress perfectly. Color combo is so cute. I love it so much. Hey Bandit, do you like it? Oh. I've just been doing my nails while waiting for this face mask to sit in. It's like almost dried out at this point. I just did my nails like a purpley black. This is OPI Lincoln After Dark. I am so tired after my berries class. I decided to do 2 classes this week, so I felt like I barely had time to recover from my previous class before I took this one, and like I really felt it when I was jogging. I'm just gonna make some tea, and I bought some snacks from H Mart, which I'm going to munch on while I knit or read. Haven't decided, maybe both, probably both. And just have a super chill night to cozy in. I think the autumnal weather is starting to get to me, and I'm starting to feel that like urge to nest and to just like stay at home with my tea and my cats and my books and my knits and just never go out into the cold outdoors. I feel very dramatic because I've been reading Jane Eyre, and the way she speaks and also the language she uses is so dramatic, so I've been adopting it, and it's so fun to just speak in like dramatics and be so like dramatic. Okay, clearly my vocabulary has not improved from reading the book. Animal biscuits from H Mart. I used to love the seaweed ones as a kid. I think if you grew up in Hong Kong, you would also have grown up with these little biscuits, but I couldn't find the seaweed ones, so I got the butter ones, and they were so yummy. I've been really loving reading philosophy again. I feel like after I graduated, I stopped reading philosophy because I was like, I don't want to read philosophy because I've been reading philosophy for the past 4 years, but there's something different about being forced to read philosophy for a course and reading philosophy for yourself. And I read John Stuart Mill on Liberty, sections of it, for one of my undergraduate courses, because he does talk about kind of ethical / political theories that surround the legal system, and I'm actually really enjoying reading this and analyzing this, and I forget how much fun it is to analyze arguments and to kind of deconstruct them and to input your questions or thoughts in between the pages to kind of have a dialogue with whoever is writing the philosophy paper. I think just using that part of my brain to sort of like not argue, but to have an intellectual conversation with someone who can't speak back is quite fun. And also I forgot how like stimulating philosophy can be, so I have so many tabs marked down in here, and yeah, I definitely should start reading more philosophy again. I'm just knitting on the table right now. Normally not on the sofa, but because this next stitch is where I have to put the eyes for this bunny, I thought it'd be easier to do it on a stable table instead of on the sofa. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then apparently on this next stitch, I'm supposed to push the eye in. One of these box of eyes that I got from Taobao. Like a small one. I honestly have no idea if I'm doing this right. This kind of looks really scary. Okay, I should probably stuff it a bit more before I start decreasing. Making this bunny makes me feel like I'm doing some sort of weird voodoo magic, because like, I don't know, maybe it's the act of creation. I feel like I'm like creating a creature. I most definitely did something wrong because there's a giant gaping hole here. I might have to sew that back. and I'm done. Oh, there's a piece of hair. There's a piece of my hair in the fiber. Just goes to show voodoo stuff. Okay, I think in theory it's supposed to close, decrease, and like go like that. But right now it looks so weird. Oh my god. Bandit, look at it. Nope, he just still wants the biscuits. Bandit. No, stop. Her head's kind of lopsided. Like, she looks like she's just looking off to the left a little. So I think I must have done something wrong in the middle or when I started knitting the back of the head. But I'm still proud. Like, you can tell what it is. I just need to sew on her little nose. But she's kind of cute. I spent the past hour trying to sew on her face, and it's not done that great. But like, I was struggling so much. You can see how much threads I used. Oh, Bandit, don't. Honey. I just have my sweater here drying because I washed it when I came home, and I'm hoping to wear it tomorrow, so hopefully it dries in time. I keep like fluffing it so that the air gets in the middle so it dries quicker. I realized I didn't really explain my thoughts on Liberty by John Stuart Mill, because I feel like sometimes I'm not used to talking about philosophy with my friends because it can get very technical. But I guess if you watch till this part of the video, you like to hear me yap. So I'll kind of explain my thoughts on this book. A particular part that I wanted to talk about was how Mill doesn't really believe in a priori knowledge. Can't speak anymore at this time of the night. A priori knowledge. He doesn't believe in a priori knowledge. He doesn't believe in a priori knowledge, which means that he doesn't think that knowledge can be obtained, or you cannot just be born with knowledge without an experience. So you have to have an experience in order to gain knowledge. That's a posteriori. That's a posteriori knowledge. Insinuates that he doesn't believe that there is an objective truth. I feel like that's a bit of a jump, but from what I'm reading, I don't think he thinks that humans are able to attain an objective truth. We're always going to be subjected to our biases and our fallacies, and because we only gain knowledge a posteriori, we are never going to be able to know the absolute objective correct 100% correct truth. But my question or my thoughts on that is that, what about pain or self-preservation as a form of knowledge? So for example, fire. Like, if you see a fire, you intuitively know to run away from it, even if you don't have experience of getting burnt by it or hurt by the fire. Automatically, when we're born as babies, we already are. An example, oh my god, Bandit. An example of that would be like all the kids that people are taking to eat teppanyaki in the States, and then they like scream or cry when they see the fire. Like when the fire gets really big, they all get really scared and they cry, or they get really like shocked. Like, that to me is a priori knowledge, and so I'm not quite sure if Mill wants to exclude our self-preservation instincts as a form of knowledge, or if he actually thinks that survival instincts are also a posteriori, which would be quite an interesting take. Let me know if you guys like me talking about philosophy, because I think it's hard to dissect and unpack in layman terms, because philosophy is so wrapped up in pre-existing presumptions and very like technical ways of unpacking or building up an argument. I feel like I'm not making any sense anymore because it's like bedtime and I got so annoyed with threading the face that I'm just like, my brain's frazzled. But yeah, fun day. I like miss taking it out. See, I literally can't speak right now. I miss taking myself out on these little dates and like doing things that I love to do, such as thrifting, reading at a cafe, and just like
enjoying the moment and being in the moment and being with myself and my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you like this video, subscribe so you can stay tuned for more of my videos, which I said I wouldn't upload every week, but I've been uploading every week. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one.